have some sort of cash flowing, determine what's a successful market and what's not, targets based on the price of the event. Hello and welcome, or maybe welcome back. Today I thought I'd do another studio vlog. We're on studio vlog number 2, and I realised when I did my last one, my first one, I probably should have watched it all the way through. I thought I did, but obviously not, because the whole way through it's just like noises. Like, I think like when I wasn't speaking, it picked up like random noises, because when I was editing it, I messed around with like the background noise control. It obviously didn't filter through very much, because at random points you just hear like random noises, which is fine. It's fine. We live and we learn, don't we? I thought I have watched it all the way through though, so I'm not really sure how I missed it. But I can't have watched it all the way through. I don't know. Anyway, we're going for take 2. Hopefully there's no random noises in this one. But yeah, I thought I would bring you along over the next couple of days, see what we get up to. I don't think I actually introduced myself. So my name's Lee and I own a small business called Canine Climb, where I make and sell dog accessories, which are kind of lurking in the background. And 2026 is going to be my year for online growth. I'm determined to see online growth this year, because the past couple of years I've really thrashed the markets. I've gone to many markets. Doing markets at the minute is difficult for a lot of businesses. Oh, hello. What was I saying? Yeah, doing markets is difficult for a lot of people. I know a lot of people are not doing them anymore. This year I still want to do markets, but I do want to reduce the amount I'm doing. For the most part, they've been pretty good for me and pretty good for getting out there and getting some cash flow into the business. But this year I really want to focus on the online growth. However, while I'm in the early stages of growing online, I do want to have some sort of cash flowing so that I can then reinvest it and focus on the growth online. I don't know how many times I've said growth online. But anyway, this week I want to determine which markets I want to do and apply for them, because a lot of applications for markets throughout the year do open up in January. I feel like I've got a pretty good idea of all the markets that go on around me. And I love a market. The vibe of a market. I love going. However, it's just not where I want to be reliant on. Like, I don't want to be relying on having to go to a market every single week. That being said, I'm still at the very early beginnings of being or trying to grow online. So I do want to book a few so that I do have some kind of cash flow coming in, because otherwise we'll find ourselves in a tricky spot. So that's on my to-do list today, because sorry, I'm holding this really crappy ball. Why am I holding this? Okay. The first thing I want to do is take pictures of all the dog tags on a white background, because currently on the website they're all in like outside backgrounds, and I think I just want everything on a white background. So that's the first thing I need to do, and I also need to pack an order, and then yeah, we'll go from there. My eyes are hurting from staring down the viewfinder. It's now nearly 9:30, so I think I'm gonna call it there for tonight because I am tired. I am working slightly different times tomorrow, so I'm working from 12 tomorrow until 6. So I want to have a productive morning. So I'm going to call it early so I can make the most out of the morning, because I feel like, because I'm tired, I'm just going to be procrastinating doing anything if I carry on this evening. So I'm going to pack up my little photography area and then I will catch up with you tomorrow. I just got back from work. I worked later today. I worked later timing, so it's 7:30. But this morning I just started editing those dog tag pictures I took yesterday. So I'm going to continue doing that today so I can get all of it updated on my website, because once they're done, all I need to do then is the bandanas. And the only ones listed on the website are the retro collection, which is like those ones there. So then they're the last ones that I need to do for white backgrounds. And then I've got fully white backgrounds on my website, which is good. And then like the secondary pictures. So when you click on the listing, there'll be pictures either on dogs or outside or whatnot. But when you're looking at like the overview website, it will just be white backgrounds. And then over the weekend, I also want to make the After Hours collection, which was the core collection of collars and leads that I put out the other day. I want to make them in smalls and extra smalls, so I've got them for when they're ordered. Then I'm going to start working on like the next collection that will have more of a build up around it. But we are going to the beach on Saturday morning, so I'm planning on taking some collars with me, some leads, and also I have a beach dog tag, which is, if it focuses, which is this one. So I'm going to take that one as well, because I'd like to get some pictures of that on the beach. I think that'd be cool. So yes, I will continue doing admin editing tonight, do the markets and stuff tomorrow, and then on Saturday I will bring you along so we can go to the beach and get some content. The other day I got an email from a show asking if I wanted to apply, and I'm struggling on what markets to do this year, because I want to do less, but I just don't know which ones I want to do. The issue that I found last year was, because I was going to markets that I'd been to over the past few years, a lot of people had already bought from me, so had a collar, and they were the same people that were going to these markets every year. And obviously you don't buy multiple collars or leads or whatnot because they last such a long time. So part of me doesn't want to do all of the same markets, but also there are always new people at these markets. So it's really difficult to determine. It's really difficult as a small business owner in this time where people don't really have a lot of disposable income. So when they go to these markets, a lot of people are going just for like the experience or for like a day out, something to do, and not necessarily always buying. And when you think about like how long a day is for a market, like a lot of the time you're getting up at maybe 5:30 in the morning, traveling to the market, setting up 2 hours, 3 hours before the event actually starts. So if an event is only 9 till 4, you might be getting there at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. You might not be leaving till maybe like 6 o'clock at night. So they are really long days. You've also got to think about it from a business perspective of the markets you're going to, what sort of customers that market will attract, and whether that fits within your business. But it's something that I just find really interesting at the minute, is seeing people's perspectives on markets and how they determine what's a successful market and what's not. For me, I always set targets based on the price of the event. So for example, if an event is £60, I would say that twice the pitch fee is okay. It means I'm pretty much covered. That's like the baseline of what I'd be looking for at a market. And then over 3 times would be me considering it a successful market. So if the pitch fee was £60 and I earned 120, I'd be like, okay, that was good. Not great, but not bad. Like, I'm happy, had a good time, and it's got your name out there. So I just find that like worth it. But then anything over that 180, I'd then be like, that was a really good market, I would do that again, sort of thing. But then again, it also depends on your travel and stuff like that. If it's further away, I might raise that a little bit more and say that my baseline would be 2.5 times to say to then make back the pitch fee, make back any travel costs, your time, that sort of thing, and then anything over that would be like the added extra. I don't really know what I'm saying, to be honest. It was just like a little, I just see people talking about it a lot, and it gets you thinking. I'm watching the show We Were Liars because I keep seeing it on TikTok. Because I like to have a show on like my iPad when I'm working on my computer, just like ticking along. But I don't think I'm really into it. I'm just about to finish episode 4. How many episodes are there? 8. Okay, so I'm like halfway through. I don't really know if I'm enjoying it that much. But it might be because like I'm watching it on the side and not like focusing on it. But I keep seeing it all over TikTok and I feel like I should be liking it. I've just gotten to edit this part of the vlog where I was talking about We Were Lies and saying how I wasn't really into it and I was halfway through it. I finished it and I was left staring at the ceiling for like an hour contemplating life. So everything I just said, ignore. I take it all back. I take it back. Anyway, back to editing we go. I've just finished editing the dog tag pictures. I'm just uploading them to the listings. I'm having a break to feed the bearded dragon because that's my version of a break. But anyway. No! No! I just dropped the cricket and it was running along the carpet and I couldn't catch it. Anyway, what was I even saying? I just finished editing the dog tag pictures. The thing that I'm still getting used to is shooting with a like studio light is because the flash is so bright on them, sometimes it like washes out the colours a little bit. And it's just trying to make them look as accurate as possible. So I always try and have the product with me to try and like match the colours up essentially. Most of them, for the most part, they turned out pretty good. It was more on the like lighter pastel colours that it was more washed out. So on like the checkered tags, they looked a little bit lighter on the screen than they did in person. So I've just been trying to like colour match them all basically. That is going to be all for today's vlog. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it up until this point, I really appreciate it. And I will hopefully see you next week. Again, I still don't know how to say bye. Bye. God, I really don't know how to end these.